mission is a go.
Looking back at my old sketchbooks and stuff like that from when I was a little kid, you could tell that there was like a definite period where I was just obsessed with Transformers. I was drawing Megatron and Starscream and Soundwave and Optimus. There's a connection for those of us who grew up knowing what that was about and seeing the new interpretation of that.
It's been great for me because I've been a fan of the guys actually since well before I did these films. What I like about them and their music is they really have real genuine emotion in their songs, and it kind of jives with my score. It meshes with it really nicely. You know, all these big, huge images that Michael Bay films, the music needs to have the same bigness, otherwise it just doesn't look right. He and I respond to Linkin Park because they have a cinematic sensibility to their music. It just translates to the big screen.
One thing that's really cool about this movie is that it's a little bit more serious than the first two, and I think that's consistent with where our band is at. We go in to make a record, we think of it in terms of, you know, what did we learn on the last record, where do we want to go next. When we first talked to Michael Bay about the third Transformers movie, the first things he told me is that it wasn't going to be like the second one. It's like a rescue mission, it's like a slightly more serious movie. We're in the middle of our album cycle for 1,000 Suns. We got a call while we were on tour. They wanted to know if we had anything for the new film. We told them that one of the fan favorites at the concerts has been Iridescent. The fan reaction at the shows has been just so powerful. That resonated with us, and we communicated that to Michael and them. You know, Michael immediately started plugging that song into the film and really liked how it sounded.
There's a piano thing in particular that's at the start of the song that's really cool, and Michael placed the piano in a few scenes, and then he showed it to me and said, "What do you think?" We've got it in a couple scenes where Sam and Carly are, you know, having emotional discussions, and it really plays well for those characters.
It's rare these days for something to be like a true phenomenon, for a massive group of people to just say, we all think this thing is great. The fact that the Transformers movies have been one of those things, it's clearly a special situation.
You know, the other two songs were kind of hard-edged, fun, in-your-face rock and roll, which is great for those films. Those films were more like that, more fun. This one, everyone on the planet really is sort of in danger, and it's up to our heroes to save the world, essentially. And there's a seriousness to Iridescent, a genuine emotion. It's got that vibe that makes you think, oh, there's something big's going on here, and there's no fun in games.
Johan directed the music videos for all three songs, What I've Done, New Divide, and Iridescent. Iridescent is our latest one. I'm excited to see where it goes.
We all understand each other musically, even though we might have different methods or different sounds. From day one, we all know what the film needs. It can't be light, fluffy music. Gotta come from in here, you know.
One thing that I do like about this collaboration is that it does kind of just tie back to where we've been going with the music. Our latest album, 1,000 Suns, has a lot to do with the collision between humanity and technology and what role that plays in our generation. So now on this new movie, it was just a very smooth relationship, and we just kind of gave them the working pieces to Iridescent, and they went crazy with them and just did different versions of the themes of that song, like the piano themes and all that, and put those into place in the film. Michael Bay and Hans Zimmer and Steve Jablonsky have been awesome to work with, and there's a good vibe that goes on with the music in the movie, and we've enjoyed being a part of each of the films with What I've Done and New Divide and now Iridescent.